we go. I always forget about that. There we go. On. Wait. Hello, everyone. Sorry, I'm trying to... Oh, that's not good. There we go. Hi, Pixie. And then we have Yosh, No Name, Farmer, BMC, Raul, hello. Lainey, Hank, hi, everybody. Lisa, thank you so much for the New Year's Eve. We're coming up. Wednesday. Wednesday is the last day of 2025. Well, thanks, Fitness Man. I appreciate that. Oh, mercy, y'all. Yeah. Oh, I didn't hit the button. There we go. Oh, well, that worked out. Got that back. How is everybody doing on your Sunday? Today, your day of the Lord. Sorry, I can't take myself seriously. Thank you, Ruby, for the jewels. I appreciate that. We had Lisa. I can't remember if I put that up there. Thank you. Guys, it's Sunday. Sunday fun day? Oh, well, that's good. That's good, Pixie. Oh, I want to come back and watch that. Hello? Hello? Switchy switch. Hi, Moose. Ooh. Sky, thank you so much for being a 3-month sub or member over on the tubes. Or Skyfire, I'm not sure exactly how to say your name, but yeah, Skyfire, the tubes wants to tell me that you have been a member for 3 months. So thank you guys so much for being here. If you have not already hit that membership button, or that join button, please consider hitting that join button over on YouTube. I would appreciate it so much. We are trying to continue to grow the community, and we only get that from our loyal subs over on YouTube. So I do appreciate that, guys. Anything you guys can do to help grow it is lovely. Hi, sweet Bay. Sorry, baby Ray. Just on the weekends, Moose. Just on the weekend. If I could go earlier during the week, I totally would. I cannot though because what is this? Ooh, there we go. And then No Name, your membership just renewed. Thank you, No Name, for being a mermaid friend. Why would that be hidden? That's a weird one. Sorry, Craig. I don't know why that got there we go. So we got that too. And if you are watching over on TikTok, we still have 3 more days of half off subs. Or super fans is what it's called on TikTok. Joseph, Mermaid Friend is the name of my membership on the tubes of you. Oh, thank you, Golf. I would hope I'm doing better. Oh, I meant to tell someone that I hope they're feeling better. If you guys are thinking about it, send recovery thoughts over to Feisty. She's feeling a little bit sick, so I hope that she gets to feeling better. I'm typing it out. Hello from Spain. What do you think of the DSA? I'm going to have to look at what the DSA stands for. Are you talking about the Democratic Socialists of America? Is that what you mean? I don't want to miss your comment. Let me make sure I go back into it. Steven, is that what you mean? I know that there's a delay, so I have to wait just a moment from when I'm saying it. I'm just waiting. Joseph, they will in a moment. I do make sure that my likes get up to a certain number before I open up phone lines. And I want to get an answer from Steven and answer his question because he did pay me $2.49 in euros to ask a question. So I'd love to acknowledge it. Hey, Zach, thanks for using the stickers. I do love that. And if you guys haven't already, send in your daily heart me. I'm a little too high. Send in your daily heart me. If you haven't already, that does help. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Why is it? This is weird. I don't want it to do that. What is this? It's so odd. TikTok is updating things and it honestly doesn't make sense in a lot of ways. There we go. All this natural light is blinding me. Guys, I promise I get sun. I just don't tan because I'm crystal clear. It doesn't work. I don't have. So there is actually a component that you have to have in your body in order to be able to tan, and I don't have that component. So I just burn. So sorry. Get some sun. Are you asking me to burn? No, I know you weren't, Hector. I just wanted to make a joke. Yes, Jeff, I do on the weekends. I try to on the weekends. So there is that. I go straight to lobster color because I'm a redhead. That's funny, Pumpkin. Yeah, same. Like, I don't have it. I don't, yeah, I know. I know what it is, Jefferson. I just was like saying, like, I just don't have it. Yeah. What happened? I missed something. Oh, and Yosh has been a mermaid friend as well for 2 months. Thank you so much for being a member. Appreciate it, Yosh. Throwing that out there. Oh, Parker's over on Twitch. So for I just want to let you know, crud buckets. I don't remember who did it. But somebody paid to make sure hold on. 1 second. TikTok. So, Parker's, somebody paid to make sure that Devil Games is muted for the rest of the month. So, you get to mute them over on Twitch. Thank you. Oh, mercy. Okay, we'll go ahead and open these back up. Ooh, there we go. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hey, I'm here.
Hey, Dirk.
This is Dirk here.
Yeah, Dirk. I wanna tell you something. Honor. I want to tell you something.
I really appreciate you picking up. This is great.
Yeah, I want to tell you something.
Go ahead.
Yeah. No one cares. Your little bit is annoying. Go back to arguing at other MAGA on other panels. 2020 okay? Election. I don't care. Your bit is annoying. There we go. There you go. Oh, I don't think I read it. Oh, that is a funny one. Here, I want to help you guys out with something. I'm not talking to someone from another country. Giddy up. I did that wrong. Here you guys go. I added a new sticker. I thought it was apt and cute and fun. There's a lot of it. Hi, what country are you calling from? Okay. I guess I'd hang up too. Oh, okay. No worries. Thank you for the jewels. Okay, Steven. Yeah, I was looking for your message in the chat. Thank you, Steven, for doing that again. Yes, that is who I meant. I am a socialist. So yes, while the DSA, the Democratic Socialist Part of America Party, does actually push for more progressive um, policies, they're still not as like progressive as I would want them to be, or I should say more like anti-capitalist as I would want them to be, but they do way better than the Democratic Party, that's for sure. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Okay, bye. I actually met one of like the charters of the DSA when I went to one of the No Kings protests last month. And that was pretty cool. Was it last month or was it October? And we had some good conversations with them. And the guy was like pretty smart. So we even got like a little flyer to come home with. It was pretty cool. I am not talking to someone from another country. Please stop calling. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello.
Hi, how old are you? Oh, okay. October 18th. Thank you. My months kind of have blended together. Ooh, see me. Thank you for being a 3-month sub over on Twitch. I appreciate you. He sure is. Dylan, I did have a good Christmas. I know that we're just a couple of days off of Christmas. And those that haven't seen me on, like I am hopefully, right? Like hopefully everybody's also had a good Christmas. All right. Go away, Dirk. It's hilarious. I'm trying to. Oh no, it was okay. They're in the chat, Parkers. It was Belchy. Belchy paid for it. Belchy is the one that did it. Parkers. They did it. Oh, let's see, Jack. These aren't debates for one. I'm trying to have conversations, but people are incredibly unable to. I made it for the whole month, Belchy. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah.
Awesome. How old are
Yeah,
you?
I'm here. 43.
And are you
How
still?
come you don't use the TikTok pickup? Just curious.
Because I choose not to.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. All right. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah, of course.
Of course. Okay. And what specifically has Donald Trump done in his 11 months in office to earn your continued support?
Well, the Democrats have a problem with young children and the border, and Donald Trump's actually doing something about it. So, I mean,
You've already
I'm not gonna.
invalidated your argument when you bring up the other political party when all I did was ask you about Donald Trump. Are you able to have a conversation of just about Donald Trump without bringing up the other political party that has no bearing because they have no power right now at the federal government level? Okay, thanks.
No, it absolutely does because you have two choices.
You're not
You
able
have
to.
someone
Got
like
it. I will move on to somebody that actually just wants to talk about it. Literally incapable. Yes, Asat, that is also true as well. I can't put that one on the screen. Yes. Oh, Chris, are you so butthurt? Like, you guys here. I have another one for you. Does this help? Just saying. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How old are you?
I'm 35.
35. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Never have.
All right. Well, WU, I appreciate you, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, okay?
Oh yeah, I got a question.
Sup?
What is Trump even doing for anybody in the first place? I'm kind of confused.
Oh, he's just making people be able to hate. That's all it is. Their hate's able to be on the forefront.
Oh my God, man, this is just completely ridiculous. I've
I
served
agree.
5 years in the United States military,
Thank you for your service.
and thank you so much. And I don't like talking about politics, but honestly, every time I turn around, it's always something about Donald Trump this, Nicki Minaj just, that. It's nothing at all is going on with the politics now. Is doing the best interest for the U.S. citizen. They're sending money over to other places and everything else. There's nothing going on to help us out at all. So I don't understand why anybody's supporting the guy in the first place.
No, I wish I knew. I don't, right? Because that's why I'm trying to like get more understanding.
Mhm.
More understanding from them, which is why I ask questions. And I'm sorry that I hurt other people's feelings when the immediate argument for why are you still supporting Trump is, well, the Democratic Party has an issue with blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm done already. That's not a reason for you to support Trump just to be against the other side. For one, our political spectrum, like the way that our politics was set up, wasn't supposed to be a two-party system. And yet we've ended
Yeah,
up in that way. So I inherently disagree with that ideology to start with. But I do hope you have a great rest of your Sunday, all right, man?
you too. And I
Yes.
completely love your screams, by the way. I just want to let you know that.
Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yep.
Awesome. How
Hey,
old
how
are
you
you?
doing?
I'm doing well. How
I'm 43.
43. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Well, I am a sociology and psychology major, and I just wanted to talk about why people are supporting Trump.
Okay. Well, write something, send it to me. Maybe I'll read it. I want to talk to the people that voted and still support him or maybe weren't old enough to vote. Um, so
Okay, well, brainwash.
this guy literally said, okay, well, brain rot or brainwash. Like, dude, just write something. If you're really a psychologist, I'm sure you can get it published. You can get that published if you are truly what you say you are. Write something. Did he say he was just a student? I don't know. Cause didn't he say he was like, I don't know how old he said he was. Like, it's just weird. It's just very odd to me. Like, okay, write something. Maybe I'll read it. Publish it. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes,
Awesome. How old are you?
61.
61. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes.
Okay. And what specifically has Donald Trump done in his 11 months in office that has earned your continued support?
Well, he's built some serious battleships that we never had for a long time, and now they're coming back and they're even better. And he's rebuilding the Navy so that it's a world-class Navy.
When did we lose our status as world-class Navy?
Well, the battleships they took away like in the early mid 90s, and now Trump is bringing them back and saying they're going to be better than ever.
Yeah. Okay. Just because he says it doesn't make it true.
Well, he actually is going to be participating in designing it.
And what
He's
does
going to,
Donald Trump know about how a ship should be designed from the hull out? Can you tell me that?
well, he's just basically going to be on the aesthetic side, like how it looks.
Okay.
But as far as the building, that's different. That's engineers and things. But he wants it to look really good.
Oh, is it also going to be gold?
I don't think it's going to be gold,
You
no.
don't think it'll be gold? Okay. Do you even know why battleships were discontinued?
Supposedly they were not. They were obsolete in modern naval practices, but Trump is bringing them back so that they're going to be different. They're going to have a laser on it,
They're
an
going to
actual
have a
laser beam.
laser.
Yes, a laser beam, in addition to Tomahawk cruise missiles and other things that we don't know about.
What is a laser beam going to do, sir? What is the laser beam going to do?
Well, a laser beam can destroy objects far away and disintegrate them. Like if you've ever seen the old Star Trek TV series or even in the movies, they would have laser beams as guns, and they would point them and that was all science fiction until Trump came along, and now it's going to be reality, but on battleships.
Oh. So it was science fiction, but now it's
It
true.
was.
Now it can happen. Oh God, where has this been tested? Can I find this where they've published that this is a reality?
Yes, all you need to do is listen to Trump's speech about it. That's all you need to do. You can Google it and YouTube it or whatever, and you can hear it on, if you listen to the whole speech.
So I'm going to circle back to what I asked earlier, which was, so we just believe everything that it must be true because Trump said it is true.
Well, it's 2025 now, and it's not
Uh-huh.
1965.
I like how you brought up Star Wars and Star Trek, and you said laser beams, and the first thing I thought of was X-Men. Are we genetically engineering this too?
No. This is
Yeah.
something that has been in the works, top secret, for a long time.
Well, I guess it's not
And
top secret if he's speaking about it. Did he
not anymore, it's
did
not.
he declassify it with his mind?
No, I just think he
Donald
said it
Trump
in
said
the
he could
speech.
declassify things with his mind. So I thought you just said that it was top secret, so it must be declassified with his mind.
Well, everything is originally top secret until it comes out because they don't want the adversary to know
Oh.
what they're up to.
I heard
That's
Donald
why.
Trump was bringing back the Black Pearl.
The Black Pearl?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what that is. Is that a naval vessel or something?
It's top secret. They wouldn't tell us more information. He just said it. So I thought it was true because he said it. He said he was going to bring back the Black Pearl. He didn't tell us exactly what it was. He might have
I have no
also
idea
found
what the Black Pearl is.
he also said he might have also found the crystal skull.
What does that have to do with Crystal Skull? Well,
I thought the crystal skull might be what the lasers are coming out of. Oh shit, he hung up. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist. That was too good. Thank you guys in the comments. See. I read your chats. You just didn't. You don't know it, but I do read your chats. So that was fantastic. I know. I know, Leo. Thank you for the jewels, Reapers, Gazunga, Random, Sky, Josie, Cadence. Thank you all for the jewels. I'm so sorry. Thank you for sticking through me with that. I can't help it. Sometimes you just gotta troll them back. I feel like that was a troll. The laser beams are real now. Because Donald Trump said it. Donald Trump told me the laser beams are real, and so, therefore, they must be real. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Okay. Thank you for calling the stream.
Hi, how you doing?
Doing well. What country are you calling from?
Calling from Australia.
All right, man. Stay there. I think I told you that last time, my guy. Like, pay attention to your own politics. Stay there with your own politics. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, hello.
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 29 years old.
I can barely hear you. Are you anywhere? Are you in the same zip code as your phone?
Yeah, I'm making my headphones right now.
You sound like you're in like 3 area codes away from your phone.
Hello?
Oh, wow. Can hear you. Oh, never mind. Guess it hung up. Moose, I know. I don't need them calling in. See, he's calling back. What interest do you have here?
Why did you hang up on me?
Sir,
You
because
want
I
an
want to
opinion?
talk
Well, give me an
to.
opinion.
No,
You're
I
not
don't
very open
care
to
about your
opinions, are you,
opinion.
sweetheart?
I care about United States citizens' opinion within the United States of America. Does that help? Are you a U.S. citizen
Well,
within the
we're
boundary of the
essentially,
United States of
I am
America?
I
No,
actually
you're
am a
not?
US
Okay,
citizen.
bye. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Hello? I don't want, like, let me help you out, okay? I have plenty of, like, I have plenty of friends in other countries, all right? They have opinions about American politics, okay? I will listen to them on my personal time. This is to talk to United States citizens and find out why they are still supporting Donald Trump. I don't need Australian MAGA. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
Hi, I'm 23.
23. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. And what has Donald Trump done in his 11 months in office that has earned your continued support?
Well, he's pretty much done everything he said he would do, such as closing the border, making cartels a terrorist group, stopping the flow of drugs coming to the United States. Do you
All
have
right.
anything
And
to say to
can
that?
you tell me exactly how he closed the border? And which border are you talking about, by the way? Which
The
border?
southern border?
Okay, just the
Because
southern
Canada
border.
won't let us touch their borders. They love fentanyl, and thousands of people dying. So they love that. They won't do
Oh,
anything about that.
okay. So how exactly did he close the southern border?
Well, so when Kamala and Biden
No,
were in,
no. I asked you how Donald
no,
Trump.
listen.
I
Can I
no.
speak?
This is so.
Do you
So
have
you are.
TDS?
Are you okay?
Aw. Aw.
Gotcha. All right. So we're
Uh,
talking about Donald Trump, not you
right.
trying to divert the conversation
I'm
into
not
something
diverting
else.
at all. He has a
So when
lot to
I'm
do with the
asking you
southern border and the northern border.
specifically, and I don't know if you realize this, but in order to even make this argument, you don't need to bring up prior administrations to even make an argument for how Donald Trump specifically closed the border. Are you capable of doing that?
You're an embarrassment. Listen, They opened
I
the
don't know
border
where.
completely.
Hey, Pookie Pie.
Hey, listen,
Hey,
I'm talking.
Pookie Pie.
You're gonna listen.
Hey, Pookie Pie. I don't know where you got the audacity from, but you need to
Oh
put
my
it back.
goodness.
Goodness me. I don't know where he got the audacity from, but he should put it right on back on the shelf where he thought he found it. All right. Guys, if you're new here, I know I haven't plugged it in a second, but if you are new here and you haven't hit that follow button, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you're watching over on the tubes. And if you so choose to do so, we have bits, memberships, subscriptions, super chats, gifts, and super fans all available. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes. Hi. How are you?
I'm doing well. How old are you?
I'm 17 and I will be 18 by the next general election.
I appreciate you. Please call back when you're 18. TikTok terms of service says I can't speak to someone under the age of 18. I appreciate you. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes. How you doing?
Doing well. How old are you?
61.
61. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Never did.
All right. Well, man, I appreciate you. I was a little worried. I saw you calling in from a North Carolina number. Shout out over there.
Yeah.
Hello, North Carolinians. I don't
Yep.
miss all of you, but I miss a good portion of you. Well, I appreciate you, and I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday, man.
I just wanted to tell you,
What's up?
keep it up.
Oh, I
Don't let
appreciate that.
nobody, don't let them, listen, stay on path, all right?
Thank you, man. You have a great day.
You too.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Hi, how old are you?
24.
You're how old?
24. Sorry, I'm getting over a cold.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, it sounds like it. Like, dang, sounds like you're gonna cough.
Yeah.
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Not anymore. Not after the bullshit he did. Oh, pardon my language.
What bullshit exactly?
Making it really hard to get disability.
Ah, yeah, he sure did that. I agree.
Like, I have an invisible disability, and he's like, "Nah, you're able-bodied. I can't walk one step without feeling pain or
Ooh, so
hearing
sorry.
lights."
Did not mean to do that.
It's okay.
I understand. Well, and I'm sorry to hear that. I do agree that he's definitely made it harder.
Mhm. And it's like, really, y'all want to take away invisible disabilities? They're invisible because you can't see them.
They don't understand that.
Yeah.
Ooh, thank you. That was a cute gift. Thank you, Andy. Um,
Anyways, I hope. Oh, sorry.
no, I was gonna say I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday, and I hope things change for you.
Have a great rest of your stream.
Thank you.
Good luck out there.
Thank you.
And go kick some butt.
Okay. Bye. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how old are you?
30.
30. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
And what specifically has Donald Trump done in his 11 months in office that has earned your continued support?
Hang on one second. Let me step outside.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah. So, what specifically has he done in the 11 months that's continued to earn my support?
Correct.
No. Question.
Yeah, what specifically has he done in his 11 months in office that has earned your continued support?
Question. I mean, I don't think he's done anything that's invalidated my support or caused me to not support.
Violating the U.S. Constitution doesn't make you question your support in the president?
Sure. What specific instance has he violated the U.S. Constitution?
Yeah, his executive order 14160, and where he was trying to restrict birthright citizenship.
Well, it's my understanding that birthright citizenship is kind of questionable. I mean, it was instituted as a way to legitimize slaves as citizens.
Incorrect, actually.
But
You would
think
actually find. So, do you know when the 14th Amendment was ratified?
No, when?
1868. And are you aware that 30 years later, so well after slavery had ended, right? 30 years after the ratification of the 14th Amendment, the Supreme Court heard a case in regards to birthright citizenship, and within the consenting opinions, they actually explicitly state that it's only limited to on three different actions, right? So diplomats, because they're not under the jurisdiction of the United States of America. Native American citizens or indigenous citizens, which was later changed by federal law.
Would you be able to read the verbiage
Kim
of
Wong
the 14th
Ark
Amendment?
v. United States.
I'm sorry, you must have cut out for a second. Can you hear me?
Kim Wong Ark v. United States.
That's a court case?
Yeah, that was the Supreme Court decision in 1898.
Okay, can you read the verbiage of the 14th Amendment?
Sure, you just want Article 1, right? Because that's the specific article that he violated. We'll
Sure,
even do
go
you
for
one
it.
better. We'll put it on screen after I pull it up. Directly, 14th Amendment of the United States Constitution. Oh man, you're gonna have to do something about that background
About the
noise,
wind.
the wind.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I've got a sleeping baby, so I stepped outside.
Oh, no worries. Okay. So here we go. All persons born or naturalized. Oh, I didn't turn it on for that stream. My bad, guys. All persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States, semicolon, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction equal protection of the laws.
Yes, I think the question is in that statement, subject to the jurisdiction therein. And
Which
there
was
is
decided by
an argument.
Implier v. Doe. Are you familiar with that Supreme Court decision in the 1970s?
No, go for it. What's that one?
Yeah, so Implier v. Doe, they actually explicitly state that all immigrants, regardless of immigration status, whether they came through a non-port of entry or through a port of entry, are guaranteed due process of the law, and they actually clearly define what subject to the jurisdiction thereof is, meaning that you are either within the United States of America's borders, right, the internationally recognized borders known as the continental U.S., or you are on a military base, which is considered the jurisdiction of the United States of America in foreign countries. Otherwise, we wouldn't have citizens to military members born outside of the United States of America, born in foreign countries. So, sir, this has already been decided on by 2 Supreme Court cases.
Okay, awesome. So then it shouldn't be a problem for the Supreme Court to hear the argument and decide again
Yeah, still say,
whether or not
guess
to uphold
what?
that executive order.
And guess what? Guess what? Him writing that executive order still violates the 14th Amendment of the United States, still violates, guess what? Previous Supreme Court orders.
Well, I
Can
think
you
that's
tell
up to
me
the
how
Supreme
on earth
Court to
they could
decide.
possibly redefine all persons born? The United States Supreme Court? When it literally says all persons. So does person mean something else now? Are we taking away personhood from any individual that comes through the United States, comes into the United States of America through a non-port of entry?
No, I wouldn't imagine we're taking away personhood.
Oh, well, that's what you would literally have to do. You would have to change the definition of the words all persons in order to fit your narrative. So again, he has already previously violated the 14th Amendment of the United States Constitution, violated 2 existing case laws in reference to this.
Mm-hmm. So what is
and
it?
you
What's
still
the,
support Donald
what's
Trump.
the executive
like
order?
nothing. I already gave it to you. Were you not listening?
I might not have heard you. I mean, you're kind of cutting in and out because of the background noise. I don't know if I've
Executive Order
improved that at all. I've kind of got
14160.
my hand over the earbud.
Executive Order 14160.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, did you read the verbiage of the executive order specifically, or
Oh,
just the
yeah.
number?
It's just that he's saying that you have to have been born to at least one American citizen, which again is changing the verbiage of
Mhm.
all persons. So that would
All persons
basically be
born
saying,
or
yeah, it
in the
literally says
United States are subject to the
all
jurisdiction
persons
therein
born or naturalized in the United
or
States of
naturalized. Yep.
America and subject to the jurisdiction thereof. And the reason why that part is so important is because, again,
Mhm.
in order for American citizens to be born outside of the United States of America to military members
Mhm.
and have a United States citizenship, it would have to be on a military base because it's not automatically just guaranteed. Because you could have one citizen and
Right.
then one foreign born person, because that happens a lot in foreign countries.
Mhm. But I think subject to the jurisdiction therein is what's in question, whether or
Again,
not. And
Plyer
I know you're saying
Veto,
that there are other.
Plyer Veto
Right.
has
Right. Right.
clearly outlined that all illegal immigrants are still subject to they're within the jurisdiction of the United States of America by being on U.S. soil. So this has
Mhm.
already been decided upon.
Okay. Well, great. So then it won't be trouble for the Supreme Court to hear the argument again and decide if they're
Cool.
going to uphold
In the
that or
meantime,
if
he
they're going to call
violated
that
the United
unconstitutional.
States Constitution on day one.
Mhm.
Yeah. So when
Okay.
you say
So you
that, well,
support
Donald Trump
do you
hasn't done
support?
anything to like do away with my support for him or that would make it so that I wouldn't support him.
Can I
But
ask
I just
a
want to be
question?
clear
Because
that
I think
the
you kind of
United States
I think you kind of gish
Constitution
gallop.
violating the
Okay.
United States Constitution is not
Yeah.
a deal
Continue to
breaker
gish
for
gallop.
you.
Cool.
This isn't a gish
No.
gallop.
No.
I'm
No.
still addressing your main point.
No. Yeah. But you interrupt and you speak
Right,
over
because
and then you
I'm
go off
allowed to
into
try to keep you
various
on
tangents.
topic. Is this something that you do for any kind of living or any monetary value?
No, I suppose
I
it's
do
not.
actually. So I'm able to keep you on
Okay. Wonderful.
topic. Fantastic. So this isn't a gish gallop. I'm sure you couldn't even define what that logical fallacy is that you are trying to claim that I am utilizing when I'm still addressing your main point. And your point
Gish
was is
gallop
that
is when you make
Donald Trump,
gish
and see
gallop
how
is
you're
when but
interrupting?
see
Okay, so here's what we'll do. That's cool. Yeah, it's my platform. I know that. Would you want cheese with your wine, sir? Okay. So here's how this works. All right. Your main point is that your main point about Donald Trump is that he hasn't done anything. He hasn't done anything so far to make it so that you would no longer support him, right? So nothing to take away your support of Donald Trump, which I find very troubling because that would also mean that you don't support the United States Constitution because you're okay with the president violating the United States Constitution. And I think that that's troubling in any individual that actively claims to support any president who has violated the United States Constitution to continue to go on and say, well, that's not a deal breaker for me to violate the foundation of our country, which is the United States Constitution in multiple ways. Let's not even forget about the fact that he also violated the Constitution in his first term when he wrote the executive order on bump stock bans, where it was overturned by the United States Supreme Court and therefore deemed to be unconstitutional in his first term of presidency. So he actually did completely violate the Second Amendment in his first term of presidency as determined by the United States Supreme Court. He also has violated due process of the law as decided in Christie Nome v. Kilmer Abrego Garcia, violating the 14th Amendment of the United States Supreme Court by thinking that as long as he deported people quickly enough, and this was in the consenting opinion, which, by the way, just a friendly reminder, was a 9-0 Supreme Court decision, which means everybody agreed to this decision, where the prosecution was basically Solicitor General. My mistake there. The Solicitor General was arguing that as long as they deported individuals fast enough, they no longer had to provide due process of the law to these individuals that they were seeking to deport. So again, your claim now is that Donald Trump hasn't done anything to lose your support, so you are okay with him violating the United States Constitution. So you actually don't care about the United States Constitution.
Wait, can I speak now, or do you just have callers on so that you can just hear yourself talk continually and not let anybody interject or have anything else to say?
Are you capable of addressing anything that I said?
Which part of the Gish Gallop would you like me to address? Was it the Second Amendment violation? Was it the 14th Amendment violation? Was it bringing up Kilmar Abrego Garcia, who's in the country illegally and smuggling people?
Can you address anything that I
I'm
just
asking
said?
which part specifically would you like me to address?
Can you address anything that I just said?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's start with the Second Amendment. So he violated the Second Amendment with the bump stock ban. Obviously, I didn't agree with that. I'm a pro 2A, staunch supporter of the Second Amendment. I think the right for the people to keep and bear arms is an absolute necessity. It's one of the foundational things our country was built, founded upon. And so obviously I disagree with banning of bump stocks, especially because it's a stupid thing to ban anyways. You can bump stock off of your belt loop. You can bump stock right off your hand if you know what you're doing. So yeah, I don't agree with every single decision Donald Trump has made. And now you may say that, well, these are foundational things. The violation of the Constitution should automatically disqualify any support for any president who would do such a thing. And yet I'm pretty sure every president through executive order in some way or another has kind of run afoul of the Constitution. And this is why we have checks and balances, and the Supreme Court hears the arguments and they determine whether or not the Constitution is actually being violated through these things, right? So yeah, I can agree that Donald Trump has run afoul of the Constitution, and that has not invalidated my support for what he's doing.
So run afoul of the United States Constitution has not violated your support. Okay. Anything else you'd like to address on the previous information that I said?
I mean, is it your claim that like no other president has violated the Constitution?
Never said that, did I?
No. I'm just asking. I mean, so when
I never said that.
and
I
I know you
actually
don't. I know you don't want to talk
explicitly
about
stated.
previous
I
administrations
actually
because
explicitly stated that I could never say that I support a president that has actively violated or previously violated the United States Constitution. So now, would you like to
Okay.
address any of the other points that I made?
Which point specifically? Because you threw a lot of stuff at me there. I mean, again, I would call
You've
it a gish
addressed
gallop. You might
one, the
disagree, and you
only
might
singular thing that you understood that you semi-agree with. So what about the other things that I said?
specifically the 14th Amendment violation.
Sure.
Okay. So again, I think there's an argument being made by people. I think it needs to be heard by the Supreme Court, and you may say it already has been, and sure, they can hear it again. And I think they're preparing to in the next term or whatever it's a session rather. That subject to the jurisdiction therein is what's in question, and people will argue that illegal immigrants come into the country illegally are not subject to the jurisdiction therein because they're in violation directly of the law that says that they should not be here.
Great. So that would mean, like, I just want to let you know that by that logic, that they are not subject to the jurisdiction therein, is we could never, ever, 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 ever charge an illegal immigrant with a crime within the bounds of the United States of America that we believe that they've committed. Fantastic.
Okay. So what typically happens when an illegal immigrant commits a crime and they're charged, depending on the severity of the crime, and they're, brought into court, they could be incarcerated here in the States, or they could just be deported.
Yeah, and circumvent the right to due process and
which,
potential justice for families if it was a violent crime. Yeah, that makes sense. See, I believe that individuals, because just to be very clear, our criminal justice system, do you know what the slogan is for our criminal justice system by chance?
Not specifically, is it justice is blind?
I mean, that's part of it, but there is another one.
Go for it. What is it?
Innocent until proven guilty.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Correct. Right. So I believe that in order to actually prove somebody committed anything, and I've been very staunch on this, is that, again, they have to have due process of the law, which is a guaranteed right in the 5th and 14th Amendments of the United States of America. That's already been decided by 8 Supreme Court cases previously that about due process of the law, 5th and 14th Amendments, and all persons, and all of that good jazz, by 8 different Supreme Court cases that I can definitely go over with you if you need me to, right? So by your argument, by trying to invalidate Plyer v. Doe, which is what actually said that all immigrants are in fact subject to the jurisdiction of the United States of America, is that they would no longer be able to be charged with any crime nor convicted of any crime. And I believe they all deserve the right to go through the criminal justice system and then serve their day in prison if they are found guilty.
Okay. So what if the crime is entering the country illegally? What do you think
Again,
then?
there's actually a code for that. There's two, right? You have 8 U.S. Code 1325 and 8 U.S. Code 1326. We don't actually see many convictions of that. I think the average is about only 127 convictions of either of those
Mhm.
two. And by the way, you can find all of these statistics on cbp.gov. They actually keep very good track of these statistics. Whereas they attempt to charge maybe 80,000 in an entire year, right? An entire year, maybe 80,000 individuals of either of those two, and only get
Now, has that gone up?
120.
Has that gone up with the increase in
No,
border enforcement?
nope.
That has not gone up.
You want to know why they won't
Okay.
charge somebody with 8 U.S. Code 1325 or 8 U.S. Code 1326?
Sure. Why not?
They would be entitled to their day in court, therefore being guaranteed due process of the law.
Okay. But there are other ways that they kind of circumnavigate that, right? I mean, don't they have?
Yes, and that was addressed in Christine v. Kilmar-Brego Garcia, the other thing that I brought up,
Okay.
which again, the Supreme Court justice explicitly stated that the Solicitor General tried to argue to the United States Supreme Court that as long as they deported somebody fast enough, they can circumvent due process of the law or being able to give a writ of habeas corpus, which is questioning the validity of their deportation.
Okay.
And the
Hey, can I
Supreme
ask you a
Court,
question?
in a
'Cause this-
9-0 decision, already said that that's a big red flag and not okay.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
And that was
can
in
I ask you a question? 'Cause
2025.
this is a pleasure to speak with you and to disagree on these things. And it sounds like you're very well informed. Sounds like the Supreme Court is going to rule again against Donald Trump's executive order, or rather rule for birthright citizenship. Was there ever a time when you specifically supported Donald Trump where he lost your support?
Probably when he came down the golden escalators and said that all Mexicans are rapists and murderers. And then he had to walk that back 2 days later. And then also I got a good laugh at, because he walked down the escalator, sat down with NBC News host at the time, Katie Tur, and did an interview with her. And I actually watched it because previously I kind of
Okay.
thought he was a very interesting character. I thought he was, I was interested, right?
Yeah,
I watched
absolutely.
The Apprentice, I watched Celebrity Apprentice, thought he was a smart guy. And then I saw him sit
Yeah,
down with Katie Tur.
the vibes are immaculate for sure.
Sure. I saw him sit down with Katie Tur, do an interview with her, and she specifically asked him about his opinions on tariffs and addressed the fact that his tie manufacturing specifically is outsourced to China. And he touted tariffs even back then about how great they were and how it was going to bring manufacturing and businesses back to the United States of America.
His favorite word.
Yep, exactly. His now acknowledged, it's his literal favorite word per Donald Trump himself. And what he said in that interview is that, no, I would not bring back my tie manufacturing from China because it is still, even with the tariffs being in place, it would still be cheaper to do business in China than it would be to manufacture items here in the United States of America. And isn't that interesting that we are seeing a decline in manufacturing with all these tariffs?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because there's something that he said 10 years ago that everyone else seemed to have missed. So when he directly contradicted himself in a singular interview, he lost my support.
Would you agree, though, that the tariffs do bring more tax revenue into the federal government?
Yes. From who, though?
Well, from the importers, the businesses, and of course they raise the prices
United
of their
States
product.
Importers. Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. So we're just literally robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Okay. I mean, I would have to disagree with you there. Yeah, so the thing with the tariffs is, say you have two products, one of them's made in China and they can sell their product for $15. The other one's made in the United States and they can sell their product for $20, right? So you impose a tariff on the people who are importing the Chinese products, then raises the price of their product to $20, and then the average, United States consumer is paying more for the product, sure, but then they have the choice of, well, do I want to pay $5 more for the Chinese product, or do I want to pay that same amount for the Made in America product? And oftentimes you'll see that people will choose to buy the Made in America product. So there's an argument to be made that, it is increasing the cost on American citizens, but it is also driving more development, more manufacturing here into the United States.
No, it's
And
not.
we're seeing that through things like investments. Ford and Toyota, I think, are making huge investments in America now to bring some of their manufacturing here to the States. Superconductors or semiconductors rather, and
The
chip
agreement that
manufacturing
Toyota
is
made
also
in
being brought to the United
2022.
States. What was that?
The agreement that Toyota made, sorry, the agreement that Toyota made in 2023.
Didn't Ford also recently come out and say they're going to invest a bunch of
Yeah,
money
something
into
that
the
they
United
agreed
States?
to in 2024.
So when Donald Trump was making all the noise about tariffs?
No, that was earlier
could
on
it
before he
have been
won the presidency.
before he won the presidency?
Yeah,
But the
before
writing was kind of on
Biden
the
even
wall
dropped
with how
out.
the
Oh,
election
the
was going to
writing
go.
was on the wall with how the election was going to go. Actually, no, the polls were completely wrong because almost no poll was projecting that Trump was going to win.
Okay.
So the writing wasn't, quote, on the wall.
No poll predicted that Trump was going to win in
I said
2016.
almost.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying polls
Yeah,
are wrong. So that's why I said no, the writing
Yeah,
wasn't,
yeah,
quote,
awesome.
on the wall.
Well, internal polls are a little bit more accurate, and I think the internal polls were showing that Donald Trump was going to win in 2024.
Oh, so where they
and,
poll their
obviously
own,
we see the outcome of
they
that.
poll their own party. Yeah. Cool.
That's not how internal polls work. They spend a ton of money to, poll the average American person to find out who people are going to vote for, and they're less biased and less skewed. But
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
I mean, so can I ask, is your background in politics, is it just commentating, or did you also work for a pollster or anything like that? And I'm not trying to challenge your authority on the matter or anything. I'm just genuinely curious. I know nothing about you. Scrolling YouTube, saw your stream, and was like, oh, cool, I could call in and talk to somebody
It's
while
unimportant.
my
then.
wife and baby are taking a nap. That's fun. What was that?
Unimportant then.
Unimportant about your credentials? Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I was just curious. I mean, I'm not trying to do like a got you or anything. I love that we can disagree in a civil manner. I mean, obviously you don't support Donald Trump. Obviously I do. You probably don't support the Republican Party as a whole, and neither do I, frankly. But I do support some of the key tenets of them more than Democrats.
Cool.
Well, anything else you want to disagree on, or?
No, it's okay. We've been talking for almost 25 minutes, and I think that that's a good moment to move on from. It's longer than my normal conversations.
Yeah, well, it's been a pleasure. I mean, I think it sounds like you know what you're talking about. It sounds like we disagree, and it'll probably stay that way. Can I ask, what political commentators do you like to listen to?
I'm a big fan of Polypolitics.
Polypolitics?
Yeah.
Who's that?
You're on YouTube. Go look up Polypolitics 1.0.
I'm not on YouTube. I'm just on a phone call.
Well, you said you found me on the tubes.
Yeah, I did find you on the tubes. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was suggesting that you also go back and do at Polypolitics 1.0.
Okay. Sounds like you just want to wrap up the call. You don't want to kind of explain anything else, so that's quite all right.
No, it's cool, my guy. Yeah, that was the point of me saying I think I've talked to you for 25 minutes and just was giving you somebody else to listen to. Also, Jimmy Snow is good. Jimmy Snow in the line is good.
Jimmy Snow, Polypolitics. Okay.
You got it.
All right, cool. Well, have a good one. Enjoy the next 3 years of Trump's presidency.
Cool
I
beans.
guess. Yeah.
All right.
Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Bye.
A potato. I see what you did there. I know. Yeah. Cool. He might not know. I just wanted to do that. Listen, I thought that was funny. Who are your favorite political commentators? I will do that all day. Guys, I missed a lot. Let me catch up real quick before I open back up these phone lines. Thank you, Cadence, for the jewels. Kim, thank you for the jewels. Republicans and Democrats are corrupt. Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with you. Trusting any politicians at all is dumb. Political streamers are a plague. Driving division smug twats. Okay. Thank you for paying me to say that. Oh no, don't pay to insult me. Oh my gosh, guys, don't pay to insult me. Don't do it. Andy, thank you for all of the jewels. Sebastian, thank you for all the jewels. Taylor, thank you for all the jewels. NM, thank you. Cadence again. God bless you. Thank you. Oh my God, I didn't even see this. I was not looking at this at all. Oh gosh. UNC, UNC Lee, I hope you are still here. Thank you so much. Huge W's for Lee for the $49.99. Said, God bless you, young lady. It has got to be torturous talking to MAGA dumb skulls who don't know anything about anything. I think that was numbskulls, my bad. Thank you so much, Lee. And listen, I do enjoy it to a degree because I do like learning and understanding why people still support him despite the blatant violations of the United States Constitution and ignoring Articles 1, 2, 3, and 6, and 7 of the United States Constitution. And I think that that's an issue that not enough people are addressing. And again, I don't support any president that violates the Constitution. But I appreciate you so much, Lee. Articulate and intelligent. Thank you for what you do, Ari. Well, thank you, BK Rouse, as well for the 10. I appreciate that. I try hard to articulate. Sometimes I do lose my words, and it gets a little, it's difficult sometimes. EDU, thank you for all of the jewels. Cadence, again, agnostic. That's an interesting one. Thank you for the jewels. Todd, thank you. And Phantom, hi Ari, happy Sunday. Didn't Trump meet with Zelensky today, or was that a nightmare? They are meeting today. I haven't heard any news on that one. And Maureen, thank you so much for the 5 on Cash App for putting up with this guy. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. That does help me out. They have the makings of a plan to end the war, the Ukraine war. Does that mean it is in the same development stage as Republican healthcare? I think it's a little bit further along than that, and I will give them that credit. Tito, thank you for the jewels. Panda, there are literally items that we cannot purchase here that only China develops, like certain components used in thin film and electron microplasty. Yes, that is correct. There are many components that we just do not have within the United States of America. We do not have all of the rare earth material that we need to make everything within the United States. And so therefore having blanket tariffs and having zero exceptions for these items that we cannot source within the United States of America is ignorant, and it just raises the prices on everything. Random Citizen, thank you for the jewels. Taro, thank you for the 6, 7 twice. I do appreciate that. Okay. We'll go ahead and open these back up. Hopefully I didn't lose everybody while thanking everybody. Let's give a huge round of W's to everybody for everyone that donated. So let's get some W's in the chat for everyone that donated. But the phone lines are back open now. If you haven't already hit that follow button or that subscribe button, be sure to do that now, please. It is the easiest free way to support. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
The chat for everyone that donated.
Yeah, hello?
Hi. How old are you?
25.
And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Like on and off, to be fully honest.
Okay. And what year did you graduate high school?
2018.
Okay. And so what has Donald Trump done in his 11 months that has earned your continued support?
Well, I just think in his first term, and and now I do like what he's doing with ICE right now.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you are okay with inhumane treatments of individuals?
Here's what I'm okay that he is taking people that came here legally and putting them back in their country, because let's just put it this way, if you sneak into a movie theater, they're not going to let you stay for the movie.
So if you sneak into a movie theater, does that mean that you should be locked up into the detention center for an unknown amount of time while they are checking to see if you are a citizen or not? Or do they just kick you out of the movie theater and just say, next time buy a ticket?
Well, when they
It's a false analogous is what I'm
well,
trying to
actually
let you
no, they
know.
bring you. They call you to they call the police.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they call the police, and then you can get in trouble if you sneak into a movie theater.
Uh-huh. And what crime are they charged with, or are they even arrested?
Trespassing.
Trespassing, okay. And let me guess, when they get arrested, are they also, and then charged with the crime, are they also guaranteed their day in court?
Yeah.
Right. This administration is circumventing the right to due process or immigrants being able to ask for a writ of habeas corpus or submit a writ of habeas corpus.
Well, because the American citizens
Are not the
okay,
only ones that are entitled to due process. This was determined in
have
8 different Supreme Court
the right.
cases.
No, the American citizens of the USA, the citizens of the USA, have the right to stay in America. And guess who does not have the rights to stay in America? The people that come here illegally. If you come
Still
here illegally,
incorrect.
illegally, are you going to get in trouble for it? Yeah, you're going to get in trouble. It's not. You come here illegally, you're going to get in trouble. It is it's.
What makes
Why do
someone
you
illegal?
think? What makes someone illegal? If somebody that is born in a different country, okay, they come here, they come to America, they don't try to get a citizenship, they don't have a visa.
Oh, so you now have to you have to become a United States citizen in order to enter the United States of America?
I mean, they're coming here illegally to live there.
Again, what makes someone illegal? You haven't actually answered that one yet. And yes, guys, he actually did know what year you would have to be graduating from high school to be the age that he said he was. So
Okay.
there's a
Well,
reason I'm
you
actually still
haven't.
talking to him, even though he
Oh,
sounds like a
okay.
kid.
Well, you haven't answered my question, actually.
Oh, what question was that, Pookie?
My question was, do you think that the people that come here legally should stay?
I think that individuals that have not been convicted of a crime, specifically a violent crime, or have just been simply accused of a crime, specifically a violent crime, should be allowed amnesty and put them back on a pathway to citizenship because they've already paid into our social safety net programs that they get nothing out of.
Okay, but those people come here legally.
Okay, and according to our legal justice system, innocent until proven guilty. And I'll go ahead and go through the statistics that I went through with the last caller. On CBP's website, you can find this information. It's about 80,000 individuals that are deported in a year, or at least subject to deportation in a year, are charged with 8 U.S. Code 1325 or 8 U.S. Code 1326. And this is historically the case. And you are lucky to see 120 convictions out of the 80,000 that are accused of said crime in a year. 120, that's a very small percentage. And according to multiple Supreme Court cases, all persons, regardless of their citizenship or immigration status, are guaranteed due process of the law or they're allowed to issue or request a writ of habeas corpus. And the writ would be challenging their deportation. And it was already determined in 2025 that the Donald Trump administration with Kristi Noem were attempting to circumvent, which means running afoul of the law, just to put it a different way, circumvent the right to due process and writ of habeas corpus by seeing how fast they could deport people out of this country. That's why they were getting charter planes and paying for private planes to get people out of the country because they couldn't get them fast enough on regular flights.
Okay, I just gotta tell you something, just real quick. Hurrah! It's me, your favorite Asian streamer.
Okay, bye. Cut that one off. So listen, he said he was 25, graduated high school in 2018. That was if that was his guess, he was pretty spot fucking on. Hey, Joshua, I have news for you. They say, what about when Obama did it? Hey, guess what? He was sued by the ACLU too. Ooh, how about that? There were protests across the country when Obama did it too. Ooh, that's a real gotcha. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 42.
42. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Well, yeah, on some things, yes, I guess. I wanted to speak with the host just about, maybe she can educate me on some aspects of what defines illegal and legal. I think she made some good points. I just wanted to ask her what she thought about a couple of things
I personally don't like the term illegal immigrant. I think it's dehumanizing because no human is illegal. You can be a criminal, which means you've been convicted of having committed a crime, because that's what it requires in the United States legal justice system to be considered a criminal, is that you've been convicted of said crime, which means that you've had your day in court. So I don't think any person is illegal. Now, they can be undocumented.
Okay.
Which means that they entered through the country through a non-port of entry, right?
Right, exactly. Right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, and I'm kind of slow. Are you the host?
I am.
Okay, well, great. Then you boo on me. I thought I was going through it. No, well, I understand what you're saying completely. But the only thing I was stating is like the actual article, like Tom Homer was quoting on MSNBC when it was MSNBC, and it got my attention. I went and looked it up at the time, and he was right. It says that person, and they list them as illegal aliens.
Correct. That is the actual terminology used within the law. I said I personally disagree with that terminology because I think it's dehumanizing. No person is illegal.
Right. But that person coming into the country, whatever you call them, shall be detained, and they don't receive the standard due process of an American citizen.
They do.
Because they're not.
Nope, they do.
It actually, article actually says that they are to be detained, and then they are reviewed. And
they are still guaranteed due process of the law. I'm going to go ahead and pull up two things.
They do not have the same.
They do.
They do not have the same.
Are you familiar with Plier v. Doe?
Yeah, I'm very familiar with, because I started looking up the statute.
Okay, so you're familiar with the decision in Plier v. Doe, which explicitly states that all persons, regardless of immigration status, and they actually use the term illegal alien in this 1970s Supreme Court decision, that they are also entitled to due process of the law under the 5th and 14th Amendments. I actually think in this one they were just talking about the 14th Amendment. It's not just about asylum. Show me what page, on the Plier v. Doe decision says that it has to be just about asylum. What page on Plier v. Doe says that it's explicitly about asylum?
I'm not trying to upset you. I just wanted to make one point, like Barack Obama.
Again, you're not. You right now, you are attempting to just continue to iterate while I'm asking you a direct question to point out your claim and for you to prove your claim. You said that they're only entitled to due process of the law if they are claiming asylum. Which page of Plier v. Doe, Wick Wu v. Hopkins, Wong v. United States, Matthews v. Eldridge, Landon v. Palencia, Reno v. Flores, Zavadias v. Davis, Christy Nome v. Kilmore Brago Garcia, Does it say that
I
you
believe
are only
I believe
entitled
what
to
you.
due process of the law as an illegal alien if you are claiming asylum? I gave you 8 Supreme Court cases. Which page out of which decision says that you have to be claiming asylum in order to be allowed due process of the law?
When you come into this country, and you don't go through a port of entry, and you don't, and
How
you've
about you
been
just say,
detained.
I don't
Right?
know, and that you were lying out your
No, I
ass
do know.
because, in
I do
fact, you
know.
were. So,
I
again,
do know.
which
You're
page?
not.
We're going to
You don't
stop.
have due
Hold on.
process.
Hold on. I'm going to help you out with something. Nobody's going to be able to hear you in 2 seconds because you're not answering my question. Now, no one can hear you because you're not answering my question. I gave you 8 Supreme Court cases. I gave you 8 Supreme Court rulings. I will list them again. You have Plyer v. Doe, Wick Wu v. Hopkins, Wong Wee v. United States, Matthews v. Eldridge, Landon v. Palencia, Reno v. Flores, Zavadias v. Davis, and Christy Nome v. Kilmer Abrego Garcia, 2025. Which one out of these 8 Supreme Court cases say that illegal aliens are only entitled the right to due process of the law or writ of habeas corpus if they are, quote, claiming asylum? And then give me the page number in the ruling. If you are only directly giving me, you only get to get, here's the only thing. In order to prove your claim, I gave you a very explicit instructions. I will list the 8 Supreme Court cases again. Okay, then bye. He literally said, I don't follow your instructions. I asked you explicitly, tell me which case, or at least because he said that they've said it before, that it was explicitly decided by the Supreme Court of the United States of America that you're only entitled the right to due process of the law if you are claiming asylum. And all I did was ask you to prove your case. And you're like, oh, I'm not going to follow any of your instructions. Well, in that case, I am not going to continue to talk to you. I'll help you out. It is not in any one of these 8 Supreme Court decisions. Not in a single one of them. That is a gotcha moment. And hey guys, I have news for you. If you do not know the answer to a question, please say, I don't know. Just say, I don't know. Just be honest. Admit that you don't know the answer to something or that you were just blowing smoke. It's not that difficult. I've had people literally tell me before, I was just making shit up. And I'm like, okay, that's fair. Thank you for admitting that. It's quite easy. And that actually, this is a great point from Midnight. Without due process, ICE could deport anyone, because they don't have to verify anyone. So if we get to circumvent the right to due process, that means American citizens 1000% can be deported simply for not having their papers on them. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 42.
42. Looks like I just hung up on you, so I'll just do it again. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello.
You are a kid. Please don't call streams.
No.
Thank you. Due process. Somebody says due process and they spell D-O is for Americans. Well, by that logic, I guess anybody from North or South America is entitled to due process because they are Americans. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hi, yes I am.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 34.
34. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Of course, absolutely. I think everyone should be supporting the president of our country. I just want to ask you a question. Why all the hate, and how come you keep cutting people off? This is supposed to be a hotline, and you won't let people talk. So what is
Where does it say
the whole
hotline?
point of it all?
Does it say
So yeah,
hotline on
we
my
call
stream?
him.
I'm staring at it. I don't
But
see
how come? Why are you
hotline up
such a
there.
narcissist? Why are you such a
Oh,
narcissist?
which level of narcissism are you accusing me
Are
of?
you a Paris? Are you a Paris?
I'm sorry,
Hello?
which type of narcissism are you accusing me of? Are you aware that there are
You
multiple
are an
types?
absolute narcissistic idiot. You
Oh,
won't even let people talk. And you're
which
arguing with
type
a
of
10-year-old boy.
narcissism are you
You're arguing
accusing
with
me
a
of?
10-year-old boy. You're a
The
fucking asshole.
the person said they were 25 and they knew exactly what year they graduated high school
You knew
for.
how old they were. Clearly,
No,
they're
I
a
didn't.
child. You can tell by the sound of their
Okay.
voice. It's
Would
just
you
a little
like some
boy.
cheese with your
Do you
wine?
have a job? Is this the only thing that
Would
you
you
do?
like
Just to rub
some
people the wrong
cheese
way?
with your wine? What?
You're a
What?
pathetic loser.
Where are you at?
You're a pathetic loser.
Where are you at?
None of your fucking business where I'm at.
Oh, actually, it is now.
Why does that matter?
So
Why does that matter?
what state
Stop
are
trying
you
to
in?
deflect.
What state
Why
are
does
you
it matter
in?
where I am?
What state are you in?
None of your business. Why does it matter?
What state
Why
are
are you
you
trying
in?
to nitpick up? Why does it matter where
What
anyone
state
is
are you
from?
in? What state are you in?
Why does it matter? None of
No
your
one
fucking
can hear
business
you
where I'm
anymore.
from, bitch.
No one can hear you
Let people
anymore.
talk. This is
No one can hear you anymore. So what state are you in? No one can hear you. Okay. Gotcha.
argue
I
again.
actually get to pick and choose. I'm
Let me
sorry.
ask you a
Is your name
question.
on
Let me
this
ask you a
channel or is
question.
it me?
You have a
Okay.
girlfriend or a boy?
Oh, Pookie Pie. He hung up because I put him on hold. He's definitely not in the United States. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. How old are you?
47.
47. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Most definitely.
Most definitely. Hey, do you mind waiting just 1 second? Thank you. Just 1 second. I just want to let somebody. Yes, guys, I know you guys could hear him. I unmuted him or I muted him afterwards. Podcasting pointless convos. What is doxing? And then please explicitly tell me how I was doxing said individual when I didn't get their name, I didn't give out their full name, nor their address, nor their phone number, nor their exact location, or anything that would qualify for doxing. So please learn what doxing is. Asking somebody for the state that they live in is not, quote, doxing. You little ignorant ignoramus. Like, you are a twat. Thank you for. I'm so sorry about that. Thank you for your patience. All right. You said you are still supporting Donald Trump. So what exactly has Donald Trump done in his 11 months in office that has earned your continued support?
The amount of attempts he's trying to do to get peace, the border, the cartels, the smuggling of drugs coming in, you name it. I mean, it's pretty sad that he doesn't get credit where credit's due, but he only gets hate and everything he doesn't do correctly.
Oh, he doesn't get credit where credit is due. Okay.
Well, at least from a
So
lot of the left.
when
Most
can
definitely.
you answer me this? And I'm genuinely curious. I haven't had anyone give me an actual answer on this one, and I just would really love to know the actual answer on this one. When did the Republican Party believe in participation trophies?
Wow, really? You guys wanted us to accept everything Joe Biden did. Amazing.
Who
You
is
don't
you
remember that?
guys? Is someone else in the room with me? Did I miss something? No one's outside my window, so I guess there is no you guys. Who is you guys?
I guess there isn't the left that does lives, and there's
Who's on the
multiple
left?
people that do it. Okay. Anyway,
Okay. Well, here, I guess I'll help you out with something. So we have this box, okay? What I encourage you to do is you apparently have put me in this box, okay? That you have with all of the other individuals that you assume to be Democrats or on the left. Take me out of this box. Take me out of your little box, okay? Unless you can tell me explicitly what qualifies somebody as a Democrat, which I can actually give you that answer. Do I need to give you that answer?
Dude, you just sit in here and hate on Trump all day.
That
If
doesn't
that's a
qualify somebody
Democrat,
as a Democrat,
if
sir.
that's a Democrat, go ahead and give me the answer. But
Again,
you
that
sit on
doesn't
here
qualify somebody
and
as a
hate on
Democrat,
Trump
sir.
all day.
Oh my God,
Well, to
guys,
me it
you
does.
just get online and you just hate on Trump all day, and so therefore you must
Do
be
you
a
have a
Democrat.
boyfriend?
Oh my God. An irrelevant question.
Do you
So
have
in
a
order to
boyfriend?
actually be a Democrat, you have to be registered as a Democratic individual, or you can be registered with the DNC. That is actually how you are a Democrat,
No
because the
way. Are you
DNC
serious?
is a private
Do you think you're
affiliation.
educating me right now?
Wow. Well,
Do
I
you
mean,
think
if
you're
you
educating me
apparently
right
didn't
now?
know that, and
Because
I
you
have
are
news
so
for you.
smart.
I have news for
Well,
you.
guess
I
what?
am not a member
I'm a
of the
Republican,
DNC,
and I
nor am
filled out
I
to
an affiliated Democrat. So
girl,
I
slow your
sincerely hope
roll.
that helps
I'm a
with you.
Republican.
So it does
I
seem
signed
like
up to
you
vote
didn't
Republican.
realize
So
that that's what's
obviously,
required to be a Republican or a member of the Democratic National Convention.
does it make yourself feel better to seem smarter when you're stupid as fuck?
I mean, I'm definitely smarter than you.
I had a choice to fill out to be Democrat or Republican, dumb fuck.
I
So
had a
you think I
choice
don't
to
know
do
how to
way
be a
more than just
Democrat?
that.
So you
I had a choice for way more than you only had 2 options. I think I had to go
You ain't
through 10
funny.
pages of options. Like,
You ain't funny.
wow.
You need some sun, girl. You're so fucking pasty. You look like you
I
ain't got
don't
no
have, I
vitamin
don't
D
know
in
if
a
you realize
month.
this, but there's actually a component, a biological component within inside of you that is required for you to be, in order to tan. I am missing a significant level of melanin to be able to process in order to tan. This is actually just a form
Oh,
of
bullshit.
biology.
You're not albino. Get over it.
I literally
Stop trying to
can't
claim you're
tan.
albino
I
when you're
didn't
not
say that.
albino.
Did I say albino? I just said I'm missing enough melanin in order to be able to tan.
Well, they didn't tell you how to catch that melanin so you could catch a tan?
Catch melanin so you can catch a tan. Guys, I don't know if you knew this, but now you can just catch melanin like it's a fucking fastball on a baseball field.
You can if you eat the fucking shit in it. If you eat food that's got that in it, right?
Are you okay?
How do you get vitamins in your body?
Sir, you are
How do you get
born with
vitamin C and
melanin.
vitamin D?
I don't know if you realize
That
this,
you
but
don't
you
get.
are born with the levels of melanin that you will have for the rest of your life at conception. Like, well, when you're born, whatever. Yeah, it's technically determined at conception. You are
Oh,
literally
so the
have a
doctors told you they couldn't
predetermined
help
level
you.
of melanin. Do you understand how I've already proven that you are significantly less smarter than I am?
Not at all. You're narcissistic,
You
just like the
think
last
that
dude
you can
said.
get
And you want to
melanin from
you want to know the
a
level
vitamin.
of narcissistic. You want to know the
No,
level
I
of
asked which
narcissistic you
type.
were,
I asked which
or which
type. Are
type,
you
because
aware that
obviously
there's
you know you
multiple
are.
types? No,
Oh,
I
most
just,
definitely.
again, I just know
Most
more than
definitely I
you
do.
that
'Cause
and again, that I know that there are levels, and then I also know that there are types. So when I'm asking a specific question, I am expecting a specific answer. If you are going to
what did I
accuse me
just
of
say?
something, then please accuse me of something and be specific instead of being vague. Narcissist is a title that individuals love to throw out, but it actually doesn't, it's losing its meaning as you continue to throw it. Everyone's a narcissist at
No,
this
it
point.
isn't. It's
Everybody
very
can
easy
have
to
a certain
define.
level of narcissism within them as long as they have self-confidence. I don't know if you realize that just simply having self-confidence is a level of narcissism. So if you want to say that I
Okay,
am
that's
baseline
Trump's.
narcissism, then
That's Trump's
fine.
narcissism. That's
Okay.
Trump's narcissism.
Well,
Okay?
you weren't
Your
talking about
narcissism
Trump.
you just
Now you want to go
explained
back to
is
Trump. Got
Trump's
it. So
narcissism.
again, you are
Your
continuing to
narcissism. Can
prove
you let me
to
speak?
everyone, including
No, you're
myself,
continuing
that
to
you
prove
are
because you won't even let me speak,
significantly
bitch.
dumber than I
Be
am.
quiet.
Bye bye,
Be
little
quiet
Pookie
and let a
Pie.
motherfucker
No,
speak.
bye.
That's
Bye.
what I'm
Would you
saying,
like
because you're a
some
dumb
cheese
bitch.
with your wine?
You're a dumb bitch that probably don't get no dick.
Oh yeah, I don't get any dick. I just won't
You
be
don't.
remembered
You
as a
look like
woman
you
who kept
need
her
some
mouth
dick.
shut. I literally just refuse to be remembered as a woman who kept her mouth shut. But apparently you believe that in doing that. So bye, Pookie Pie.
Like I said, no,
I am not engaging in your weird sexualized interpretation of me. If you want to jag off to me, do it with my recordings. Fucking weird. God damn. Are you okay? Men, Are you okay? Honestly, men, are you okay right now? Oh wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I actually don't care. I hope most of you are, but he certainly was not okay. So, thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Holy shit.
Men, are you okay right now? Oh, wait, hold on.
I am here.
Awesome. Can you turn off the stream in the background?
I hope most.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, just pointing this out. The answer to this is no. Okay. And how old are you, caller?
47.
47. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes.
What specifically has Donald Trump done in his 11 months in office that has earned your continued support?
Just not being Kamala Harris.
Oh, so you actually don't support anything. Got it. Have a great
I
one.
don't know.
I guess that guy supports me because I'm just not Kamala Harris. G fucking D. If it was that goddamn easy, well, my name is also not Kamala Harris, so you must also support me. Thank you for your support. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 53.
53. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
No, I did before the ICE, all that crap with ICE, and I did before the files. I mean, then before the ICE I did, and then the files, and then I was just completely done. But what he did with ICE is just ridiculous.
All right. Well, I appreciate you, man, and thank you for coming around. And again, that's also something that I believe people should be paying attention to, but a lot of people are celebrating it. But I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday.
Hey, you two, one more question.
Sup? You got to turn
Are you
down that
there?
volume if you
Hold
want.
on.
Turn down the stream
One
if you
more.
want me to continue to. I can't hear my own voice.
Whoa! Wait. Okay. Hold on. What do you think of the BK in the Idaho that with the true crime?
I'm not familiar with it. Sorry.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Okay, I was just wondering because Idaho is just such a weird place. And I was just going to get your opinion on it because you look pretty. I mean, I don't know. You sound really educated and you sound super intelligent. So I just want to get your opinion on it.
Okay. Well, thank you, man.
Yeah. Hey, take care. Okay.
You too. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello.
Hi. How old are you?
I'm 53.
53. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay.
I've been supporting Donald Trump since before he was president. He actually was doing a lot in New York during 9/11.
That wasn't, I know that was the question that I asked. I just asked if you were still supporting Donald Trump. I always have a follow-up question.
You know what? You keep interrupting.
Okay. Hey, newsflash. I was trying to follow up with a question. So I don't care about what you were doing, that you supported him before he was president. Breaking news. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes.
Awesome. How old are you?
65.
65. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, I am. And can I make a comment? That guy was insulting you and everything. I think you should have cut him off a little bit sooner. That's rude. There's no point in him talking to you like that.
Yeah.
Is that common for people to call in and talk to you like that?
Yes, because unfortunately, men, sorry, not all men. Okay, to be clear, it's not all men, but there is this particular section or type of man that enjoys just yelling at women on the internet. So it seems
Well, you're
to
an
be a
attractive
type
young
of
lady, so pay no attention to what he said. And whether I agree with you or not, I think you're an intelligent young lady too.
Okay. And I appreciate that. And
I mean, I think you can disagree about these things without becoming abusive. I just don't understand why people can't talk about these subjects, without. Like I said, to me, he sounded pretty weak intellectually. If he has to revert to insulting you.
No, I don't disagree with you. So can you tell me what Donald Trump has done in his 11 months in office that has earned your continued support?
Yes, I'm happy about the deportations. I'm happy about and I do believe that when these forward investments that have been pledged start rolling in next year, I mean, I think, he says there's been 20 trillion pledged. If even half of those come in, there's going to be a boom in the economy. I don't agree with everything he does. I think he's petulant and childish many times. I don't agree with him, putting his name on the Kennedy Center. I think if he would just keep his mouth shut, people would like him a lot better. But, he's what we've got right now, and he's what we got for the next 3 years. He's probably not my first choice, but, I'm a conservative, and Democratic policies are just too far left for me.
That doesn't mean you have to continue to support him. Do you not realize that?
Well, let me give you an example. Okay, I keep hearing he's a convicted felon. He's a convicted felon. I can't remember all those cases, but I know the Deutsche Bank thing where he supposedly overvalued Mar-a-Lago. Correct me if I'm wrong, but banks don't let you value your own property when you get a loan. They send their appraisers out or whoever, and they appraise the property. It doesn't matter what he says it's worth.
Sir,
And Deutsche
that
Bank.
was a different
Okay.
time where not necessarily all the laws reflected that. And different banks have different properties.
Well, okay, but he was hounded or prosecuted about it, and Deutsche Bank was happy. They made money. They said they would do business with him again. There was no complaint. As I
Is
understand
that
it,
why
I'm
he
not sure if
lost the
anybody.
lawsuit and the only part of that lawsuit that was thrown out was the settlement amount was considered too high or outrageous?
Well, like I
The
said,
lawsuit still
I don't have command of all those details right now. Like I
Okay,
said,
well, the lawsuit
and
still
what, and
stands that he did overvalue his property. They just found that the amount that he was assessed with or told to pay, the settlement amount that he was told to pay back was too high, and that was
and how
it.
many people? But how many people have been? Other people have been prosecuted under that law. As I recall, it's almost no one. And Letitia James ran on getting Trump. I just don't understand how you overlook things like that. And as the E. Jean Carroll thing, as I said, it was 20 years ago. She couldn't remember hardly any of the details, but she can remember that he assaulted her or raped her.
Gotcha. So I just
I
want to
can
be
say,
clear. Do you think that every person who is a victim of sexual assault or rape remembers every single
no,
explicit
ma'am, I
detail?
don't.
Okay,
I am very
then
sympathetic
take
to women
those
on that.
words back now
But
because
why
you
did
are
she take 20
insulting,
years? Why did
sir,
she take till he
sir,
ran for president
sir,
to go
sir,
after him?
sir.
Yeah.
I know you. I recognize your voice. I know you call my partner very often and you like to talk fast. You are not
Polly
going to do
politics.
that with
Polly
me.
politics.
You are not
I'm
going
not
to
trying to
do
talk.
that with
No, I don't
me.
like to talk fast. It's
No,
just
I
the
am
way I
going
talk.
to, I don't care. You are going to
Okay.
pause for a second and you
Okay.
denigrating a woman. You're going to listen to a woman's voice right fucking now. You denigrating a woman and talking about how, well, she couldn't remember everything in detail but she could explicitly remember the assault. And you question that means that you are also questioning every single sexual assault victim in the entire fucking world because everybody reacts to assault differently. No person is exactly the same in how they react. No brain is exactly the same in how they react to being a victim of sexual assault. You are insulting women, you are assaulting men when you make that disgusting words come out of your mouth. You can choose not to believe her, and that's your personal opinion, but don't fucking say that shit to a fucking woman who is a survivor of sexual assault. You piece of shit. And I will say that to your fucking face.
You can say that to my face. That's the way
Cool.
you feel.
Then you can take it the fuck back and just say it's your goddamn opinion.
Would you let me finish what I was going to say?
No, I will not. You can either take it back and say it was just your opinion, and then you should also apologize to every single sexual assault victim that you just fucking insulted.
Can I say something? Okay, listen.
No.
As far as
I'm just going to be very clear. You can choose not to believe someone. That's fine. If you choose not to believe her story, that's okay. But you saying, I can't believe that a victim couldn't remember all of the details is insulting to every victim in the fucking world. Every person that has ever been a victim of sexual assault, you're insulting. Because the brain reacts differently. Every person's PTSD is different. Not everyone is going to have a photographic memory on what happened. Not everyone's going to have an idealic memory on what happened to them. There are different levels of amnesia. And exactly, Jimmy, that's how men gaslight their own victims. I am not dealing with that bullshit. I'm sorry that you're upset that I shut you the fuck down. I'm going to repeat this. You cannot believe her story? Fine. That's on you to not believe her story. That doesn't affect me. But when you say something like, oh my God, she couldn't remember every single detail, like it's her fucking problem. When the brain reacts differently to abuse, every single person has a different reaction to abuse. You are insulting not only women, you are insulting men. Men that have the lowest level of reporting when it comes to sexual assault. And when you say stuff like that, you are also perpetuating male toxic culture with telling them that, well, men can't be victims of sexual assault or that your memory must be off. You are insulting men. You are insulting women. Hey, Alyssa, I'm gonna help you out with something. According to the Department of Justice, less than 3% of all rape allegations are false claims. So you can fuck off with that shit too. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am. How are you?
I'm doing well. How old are you?
I am 51.
51. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Well, first and foremost, why don't you ask me first why I support Donald Trump?
I'll get there. Are you still supporting Donald Trump? I would have to know if you're still supporting Donald Trump to even ask you the question why you're supporting him. Does that make sense? Okay, fantastic. So what has Donald Trump done in his current term of presidency to earn your continued support?
Okay, I live in El Paso, Texas. My wife and I lived in downtown El Paso, Texas, literally 5-minute distance from the border. When all the MS-13 gang members and the Tren de Aragua gang members were crossing the border. When I had a MS-13 gang member ask me if I knew who can hook him up with a little 12-year-old, that was disgusting. When they surrounded the
So I'm
second
going to
ward,
make you pause.
No, you're
No,
not gonna
yeah,
make me
no, I
anything.
am going to make you. I'm going to have you
You're gonna make.
pause. Yeah, I am. Because, see, I have this button that's called hold. So, okay. So here's
Are you
what's
my
up. I'm going
mother?
to help you out with
Are
something.
you my,
I'm going to help you out with something.
You're not willing to be.
I'm going to help you out with something.
You're scared.
Okay. We're going to do this. Okay. So here's how this goes. All right. I'm going to help you out with something. I don't care about your anecdotal stories because, for one, they're not provable. So unless you are literally standing at the border, you're literally standing at the southern border with a clicker and you're counting exactly how many people are coming across the southern border, that would be the only way that you know how many people are crossing the southern border. And if you had someone that you say is an MS-13 gang member ask you about where they could find a 12-year-old girl, while you're also ignoring the fact that United States citizens also are the number one perpetrator of child sexual abuse within the United States of America. Isn't that funny? By statistical standards, per capita, we make up the majority of child sexual abuse, the United States American citizens, which I assume that you also are one. And you are then going to follow up and tell me that you did not report that individual to the United States authorities immediately, or at least give him an address that would send him to the police department, then, sir, you're fucking cap. You're lying your ass off, which is you're the exact reason why we don't listen to anecdotal stories here. Okay? I hope that really helps you understand why I don't care about your stories and why I cut you off, because your stories are not provable. They cannot be proven by me. I cannot fact check them. I cannot go back and make sure and ask other people if they've experienced the exact same thing or anything like that, because it's not provable. I cannot, what is it? There's a explicit phrase that I am looking for. We'll just say I can't run a double blind study on your claim. So therefore, it's an anecdote. Anecdotes are not evidence. They are claims. If you wanted to make this claim, you could have made it in court. If you truly said that there was this MS-13 gang member that asked you this question, you should have called the authorities or sent them to a police station. And I assume that because you're talking to me about it, you didn't do that. Okay? So I hope that really helps you out. Also, I find it really weird that anybody would tell that individual that he was an MS-13. Empirical. Thank you. Yes, Jimmy, you're amazing. Thank you. Empirical data. I can't, yeah. It's just like, give me a study. I'm sorry, guys. According to Jimmy Snow, I am autistic as fuck. I'm about to get to the results in a week or so. I think it is the 6th. Yeah. To know for sure. I remember numbers. I like numbers. Give me numbers and data, please. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Yes. How old are you? And are you still supporting Donald Trump? Okay. What? That's okay. I've got your phone number. So I do appreciate you saying that, because now I can report you to the authorities for making a threat. I appreciate that so much. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? I forgot that I had that on muted, but it's actually a good thing that I did that. Because now we have someone that's just calling in and spamming slurs because they think it's funny. Actually, Jimmy, I think that this is David, the guy that tried to do that on our call. But yeah, actually, so I'm actually really glad that I forgot to unmute. So I'm not even going to worry about that one. That worked out really well. Listen. I know that you are obsessed with black men. I would suggest that if you're this obsessed with black men, you go find one and then ask him out. Okay? For fuck's sake. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Hi, how old are you? No, you're not. Okay. That just worked out in my favor that I had it muted on accident. Or I forgot to unmute it. Well, I let that guy crash out. Are you going to crash out again?
Hello, how are you?
Oh, you're not that person. Sorry, the number was about the same. I'm doing well. How old are you?
I'm 38.
Okay. Oh gosh, this is hilarious. Do you mind waiting for a second?
Oh, of course not.
All right. Just out of curiosity, are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
Okay, 1 second.
Thank you.
I'm going to put this on here. So guys, this is actually really funny. I want to load this up. Someone went on to my my Venmo and is trying to request that I pay him $100 for being an insufferable, intolerant bigot. And sir, why on earth would I ever do that, Chase? Chase, why would I ever do that? I assume that you're the person that called in and was upset that I cut you off based on the timing. So, Chase, good luck. That's all I got to say. Good luck. You're not getting paid by me. That's funny. You should pay me for having to listen to your diatribe. All right. And what specifically has Donald Trump done in order to, in his current month, current presidency, to earn your continued support?
A lot more than any other president has.
Okay, let me try rephrasing this a little bit, because that's a very vague answer that doesn't give me anything. So, what specifically has Donald Trump done in his 11 months in office that has earned your continued support?
Deported criminals from the Gateway Hotel, bitch. Why are you afraid to answer and debate?
Is this
Look it up,
Chase?
Gateway Hotel, bitch.
Are you
Look it up,
still
Gateway
upset?
Hotel, El
Are you
Paso,
still upset?
Texas.
Are you still
Veronica,
upset, Chase?
did I stutter?
Chase, I am so sorry that you are still so upsetty
No, I'm so
spaghetti
sorry
and
that
that
you're
you
so
are
desperate.
so bored at home that you had to call back to harass women on the internet while you are also harassing women and asking them to pay you money. Are you okay? Why are you so upset, Chase? Chase, why are you so upset? Are you this bored? Are you this bored? The projection is fucking wild. The projection is so wild. Chase. Nobody actually cares about anything that you have to say. You have no empirical data, you have no empirical evidence to provide me outside of your anecdotes, which are not provable. Okay? I hope that helps. Like, I know Chase. Oh gosh, Chase. I know you're not okay. I know I asked earlier, and that was more of a joke. I asked earlier, men, are you okay? And that was a joke. Okay, this was a joke, and this man took that question so seriously that he decided to, I don't know, just crash out so hard. Chase, buddy. I am aware that you are not okay. I am sorry that this is how your life goes. I am actually very sorry for you that you are this bored, that you have nothing else to do, that you believe that it's just your God given right as a man to harass women on the internet, to lie about things on the internet. It's okay. I understand that you are just not okay, Chase, and I am unsure why you're not okay. So Chase, I'm gonna give you some hints. If you are lonely, I would suggest that you pay someone for their time. There are actual websites where you can pay someone to be your friend. And I think, Chase, that you need to look into those websites where you can pay someone to be your friend so that they can listen to you. Oh, mercy on my soul. Guys, if you didn't know that, like if you're really lonely, if you're really bored, you need a friend, then guys, please look into the websites that exist that allow you to pay someone to be your friend. Okay? These websites exist. You can actually go be somebody's friend for money. All right? Go do that. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes.
Awesome. How old are you?
21.
Don't believe you. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How old are you?
I'm 33.
33. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I am.
You are. Awesome. What exactly or what specifically has Donald Trump done in his 11 months in office that has earned your continued support?
Well, it also has to do a lot with the prior support to that he has made for specifically legal immigrants.
Okay, ma'am, if you
I
don't mind, just
specifically,
1 second. There's a reason I phrase my question the way that I do. Right? I'm not asking
Understandable.
about like why you supported him in 2020. Fine, right? When his previous
Okay.
presidency, fine, whatever. I asked explicitly, what exactly has Donald Trump done in his 11 months in office that has earned your continued support? There's a reason I phrase it that way. Now go.
So I don't have a right to say I've been supporting and that,
That's
perhaps
implied with the
maybe not a
question.
lot has.
Ma'am, that's implied with the
Okay,
question. When I say earned your continued support, the word continued is implying that within the question itself that you were
please do not
previously
speak to
already.
me. Please do not speak to me like I'm a little child. Okay?
Perhaps if you had
Because I
answered
want
the
to give you
question
the same
correctly from
respect.
the start, I wouldn't have to feel as though I have to break down the sentence that I have already asked within the question.
I mean, I believe that we were having a conversation with each other, and I didn't think you were taking a survey of things, and everything had to be answered in that way. So I'm a little bit confused. Are you actually looking for anybody to
I'm
give you
asking
any sort
about
of reasons?
what he's doing now. What has he currently done to earn your continued support?
So you're basically asking me that I can't answer to you why I support him, right?
I don't care
You're
about why
asking
you
me to
previously
say why
supported
I
him
support
in
him
his
in
current
the
last
why.
term in office. I'm asking you
Well,
about what
actually, I
he has
mean, I would
done
consider
in his
these things
current
to be
term in
kind of
office.
important. I mean, but I would consider these things to be pretty important.
No,
The thing
I
is, I'm a
don't.
legal immigrant,
Okay. Well,
and so I feel very
if
no.
you're not capable of answering that question, I will simply move on. Thank you. Have a great day.
Go ahead.
Don't hang up on me. I literally will. I literally will. 1 second, guys. Oh my gosh. Like, I ask you a question, exactly, just simply answer it. It's not that difficult. I do phrase it very exact. I put thought into the question that I asked. I put thought into my phrasing for a reason. Why somebody supported him in his first term, I don't care anymore. What has he done to to earn your continued support? Well, I supported him in his first term. I don't care about his first term. Taro, thank you so much again for the 6-7. Josie, thank you as well for all the jewels. Becky, thank you for the jewels. Agnostic, thank you again for all the jewels. Chad, thank you for the jewels. This kid is Trump with the voice changer. I don't know who that was, but thank you, Panda, for the 2. I'm sorry, I'm very late on this one. Valentina, thank you for the jewels as well. Leo, thank you for the jewels. L Daisy, thank you. I don't mean to get religious, but men's hearts shall fail them. So I think it makes a lot of sense that a lot of us are not okay. Damn, that's heavy. That's heavy shit. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you Until I Rest for the $10. I do appreciate that so much. Oh gosh, I did one thing and then it broke it. No. Good luck and happy holidays. I enjoy listening to you when you pop up on my feed. It's a nice reality check and a good place to hear someone say the things I can't. Thank you. You're welcome. I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for the donations. Thank you for all the jewels. Hey, little unicorn, I'm a mermaid. But thank you. Mariana, thank you for the 199. Thank you, Ari. Take no shit. I don't. I'm so over people. Okay. You explicitly asked why he, the individual, had continued support for Trump. As such, you must both expect and accept anecdotal experiences and beliefs. It falls within the pure purview of your question. No, I don't have to explicitly accept anecdotes as proof. Again, anecdotes are not empirical evidence. I like empirical data. I know I'm overutilizing that word, but that's not a true thing. But it's a nice attempt. He deported 300K. Obama did 20 times that. Trump is sad. Damn. God damn. And thank you guys for all the jewels coming through. I appreciate that. I don't have to accept anecdotal stories. Can I expect them to say it? Yes, but I can also curb them off of it. Ooh, awesome. I'm glad to know that he went on for 3 hours. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Nice attempt. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Rape niggers.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
Maybe if you weren't whispering into your phone, I'd believe you. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Okay. Danny asked a good question. Thank you for all you do. Have you ever supported Trump? So back when I was young and I actually used to watch The Apprentice and The Celebrity Apprentice, I thought he was like an interesting person. I thought he would maybe be good. And then I watched his 2015 interview, his speech that he gave coming down the golden escalators, and I was like, wow, this man is a piece of fucking horseshit. I'm just saying. But no, I never actually supported him. I've never voted for him. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
I am.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 20.
20. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes.
Okay. What specifically has Donald Trump done in his 11 months in office that has earned your continued support?
It's specifically around my concern with the AI race with China. And I like his tariff policy because I believe as AI, the technology progresses, it's very important that the U.S. Brings industry back onto our soil. So yeah, and also
Okay.
that he is allianced quite a bit with a lot of the tech industry within the U.S. So I don't like him as a person, but given the choice between Democratic policy and Trump, I think he is the best person to set the U.S. up well for a very world-changing technology.
Okay. Well, unregulated AI, I would absolutely disagree with. If we don't have any regulations on it, then it just runs out like blatant. Like, for one, like AI is definitely stealing copyrighted material, and we know that because it utilizes other images to make their own AI images. AI
Yeah.
also uses up a lot of the natural resources, a lot of energy, which we're going to see an increase in energy costs as a result of AI and the way that it's being utilized and implemented. There's just so much that should be done that we're not regulating it.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
And
I
we
think
also know
I
that
want to.
AI, sorry, I wasn't quite done. I do apologize. We
Oh yeah, my
also
bad.
do know that AI, it's the way that the coding is written is that it learns from inputs that users put into it. So therefore, it
Mhm.
can give incorrect data, which we know that. It can also be wrong. It can become biased, like what we saw with Grok when it started spewing Nazi ideology, and then the source data had to be rewritten. That's why I think we're on like Grok version 15 at this point. So AI is good in regulated or certain industries, but it's not good being left unchecked.
I completely agree with you on all those points, but the main point I was trying to make is like the AI race between the U.S. and China. First off, I don't like AI as a technology. I wish it didn't exist. If I could like hit a button and have AI never exist, I would 100% do that. But because there is a current arms race between the U.S. and China, I think I'm talking more of like the economic perspective of it's very important to have industry brought back to the U.S. as this technology, like looking forward maybe 3 to 5 years, starts meaningfully replacing human capital.
So then why are we selling them our data chips?
To keep them from investing in their own infrastructure. If we're not selling them the best chips either. We're selling them chips that are a tier down from the leading edge chips, and yes, we're selling them the chips in order to slow down their own development.
To slow down their own development. So I'm going to
Yes.
help you out with something. That's not true. Here's why we know. Because China made it a thing that if any of their tech companies were caught purchasing or found to have purchased an NVIDIA chip, that they would be subject to fines.
And there is a huge black market. So China's saying that publicly, right?
Yeah,
There's a
they
huge
said that
black market that
publicly
China
for a
is.
reason. They're able
Yes.
to invest within their own infrastructure for AI. We are not catching up to them in an AI race when it's left so unchecked. Sure, we could utilize it in very specific, I think, military purposes. but not in the
wait,
way that it is now.
but my earlier point was that China is saying that publicly, that the Chinese Communist Party is also still buying those NVIDIA chips. There's been a lot of
Oh, where's the
research
proof of them
into how
having
their
still
AI.
purchasing those chips? Do you have
What?
proof of that? That China is still purchasing those chips, like specifically the government themselves, members of the CCP specifically, are still purchasing NVIDIA chips?
I mean, I'm getting this from a lot of Substack articles I've read on
Substack is
how
not a
the AI
source.
models. Okay, they're respected writers on Substack. I don't have like the
I don't
empirical
care if you
data
say that
on
they're
hand.
respected buyers. I don't care about you saying oh gosh, what did you say? Like, I'm specifically talking, do you have proof to back up your claim that the CCP is still buying NVIDIA chips?
Not this CCP specifically, but the companies that are
Your
the AI
specific
companies
claim
within
was that the
China are.
CCP is buying NVIDIA chips. Sorry, the dog has a squeak toy.
But no, you still there?
I am. I just muted so the toy couldn't be heard for a second.
All right. But I want to zoom back out a little bit, back in just like the macroeconomic perspective, where a reality where AI starts meaningfully replacing human capital. Do you think it is important that the U.S., through tariffs, incentivizes domestic industry to start being built back up?
No,
Is
I
that
don't think
something that?
tariffs incentivize our industry. The one thing that I would say actually would incentivize our industries would be subsidies. Tariffs, let me ask you this.
But
We have a
we are
15%,
subsidizing.
we have a 15% tariff on Japan. When the United States imports an item from Japan, who pays that 15% tariff?
The
To
U.S.
the
consumer.
United States government.
Yes. The
No,
U.S.
not
consumer
it's
pays
that.
that.
Sorry, that's not the correct answer, because it can get passed down to the United States consumer. 9 out of 10 times it does. I'm actually asking who pays that 15% to the United States government.
The purchaser of the goods from Japan.
The United States importer.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Awesome.
Yes, we agree on that.
Because they have to pay an upfront cost in order to continue to do business within the United States of America, whether that's just because they have a piece. Because, see, people seem to forget that you only need about 90% of your product to be assembled or made in the United States, to have that sticker that says Made in America. So that other 10% can be from outside of the country. And so people seem to forget that Made in America sticker does not guarantee that 100% of that product is made within the United States. So
Well,
if there's
talking more
just
about-
one thing that they import that is subject to a tariff that has been imposed by Donald Trump's administration, right? Which, I mean, personally, I would argue that the way that he imposed tariffs is a violation of the 16th Amendment. That's a whole different thing to go down. But he's imposed blanket tariffs, has allowed very few exceptions to the tariffs, right? And just 1% of that item being made outside of the United States, but still having that Made in the U.S. sticker on it at sale, does mean that there is about, I would say, a 75% chance that the price on the shelf is going to increase on the consumer's end, right?
Yeah, we agree on all of that.
Correct. And the issue with that is
is
once the United States citizens get used to paying that price, companies know that they are going to continue to purchase items at that price, and it will not go down, because why would they cut back into their profits after those tariffs are removed, which we saw in comparison to his first administration into the Biden administration, where Biden removed the unilateral tariffs that were placed, and he replaced them with targeted tariffs on specific items. But the price of those goods on everything that was subject to a blanket tariff just on a singular country did not change. They did not go down.
Yes, I agree with everything you just said, but the point I'm trying to make is that tariffs incentivize
They do
there to
not.
be more
How do
domestic
they
production. Yes, they
incentivize
do.
that? How do they incentivize that when not all materials can be sourced within the United States of America?
Because of supply and demand. If the cost of importing goods is higher because of tariffs, then domestic industry that doesn't have to pay those tariffs has a competitive advantage. Yes,
Yeah,
it's
for big
short-lived,
businesses. Big businesses will
and
be
that's
able to survive tariffs. Like, sorry, Jimmy Snow did
yes.
point that out very well in the chat. Like, yes, big businesses will be able to survive the tariffs, but it doesn't incentivize them to do anything within the United States. That's why since the beginning of this year, we have lost over 100,000 manufacturing jobs alone since Donald Trump became president. 78,000 since August. We lost another 22,000 between August and the last data that we had for that was released in this month. That we are at 100,000 lost jobs in manufacturing. It doesn't incentivize them to come back. Just because they can afford to pay it doesn't mean that they can just continue to do it, right? It doesn't. Where is the incentive? Because the way I see it, specifically Honda, they had a plant in Indiana, right? That was producing, like it was set up to, they were producing CRVs. CRVs are their number one selling vehicle within the United States of America. After Donald Trump basically said, fuck up, like fuck the USMCA, they announced that they were going to switch it to selling now the 2028 Honda Civics, which is not their best seller. It is their second best. The Honda CRVs are now going to be outsourced.
So what's your point? They're making Civics in the U.S. now?
Honda has multiple plants. Just in this particular one in Indiana, they're now changing it from making the CRV, which is their number one, their most profitable vehicle in the United States, to now making a cheaper vehicle that's not their most profitable. That's not driving them to do more business within the United States of America. They're actually, see, my theory, I don't have proof of this theory, right? But this is my theory, is that they're actually moving CRVs out to be made partly outside of the country so that when they bring it back, they can upcharge it because it is their number one selling vehicle.
Yeah,
And they
but
want to make a
we keep
profit.
getting off track. My point is, like,
This is still on the
tariffs will make
subject
the
of
price of goods
tariffs.
go up.
They're aware
Yes,
that tariffs are being imposed on these items. Do you
yes,
not
and the price
understand the
goes up.
correlation?
I 100% agree with that. The tariffs make the price go up. I'm just saying it does incentivize domestic production. That's
How?
the only reason.
Explicitly how?
I just explained this. If it costs more money to make a widget overseas because you have to pay an import fee, if the importer has to pay a fee, then those importers can undercut the market price by moving production onto domestic soil. Yes, there's going to be short-term pain while they're trying to figure this out, and they might be laying off people in the U.S. as retaliation, but in the long term, it would incentivize domestic production.
And where
That's
are
my main
Trump
point
ties still made at?
Sorry, say that again.
Where are Trump ties made at?
Highs?
Trump ties. You know what you put around your neck?
I really don't care about Trump's ties.
No,
It's not
there's a reason
relevant
for
to this
this.
argument.
Where are Trump ties made at?
But you'll probably say China.
They are
I
made in
really don't
China.
care.
And I'm sorry, forgive me for not remembering this. How old are you again?
20.
20. Okay. So I encourage you to look this up. This was on NBC, I believe it was. Katie Tur did an interview with Donald Trump in 2015 after his march down the Golden Escalator that everybody remembers. Donald Trump was explicitly asked in 2015 about tariffs because that's been his plan for the last 10 years. Okay. And he was explicitly asked, well, you were talking about tariffs specifically on China, and promoting people to come, and tariffs are going to be the driving force that brings manufacturing back to the United States of America, right? Because this is also your claim that it's going to incentivize them, okay? And within that interview, she specifically asked him, and what about your Trump ties? All right? Would you move that back from China? Donald Trump said, and I shit you not, he said no, because it would still be cheaper to have it made in China than to pay the import fee, than to have it made within the United States of America. Why? Because China has what is it called? a base level income. I know I'm not saying this correctly, right? But they have a basic in like a law that says that you are required as an employer to pay at least the bare minimum wage in order for someone to live in that area. So it goes by region,
Yeah.
right? And the cheapest region that they have, like the most impoverished, like the cheapest place to live in China, the most impoverished still makes about $2.13 USD an hour to live off of. And that is their base amount that they can live off of, right?
Yeah.
Is $2.13. That means they can pay their rent, buy food, do all the things, pay all of their bills and all of that stuff, right? Not
Yeah.
maybe not any extra bills that they choose, but to pay their bare minimum to live. Okay. Monica, I know you know what phrase I'm looking for. I just can't think what it is. And so if you have a plant that is in an area that's only paying $2.13 an hour for a manufacturing, and you are just happening to pay 15% tariff on the item that comes from that area of China,
Yes.
off of an item that is valued at, let's just say, $800 is the cost of that shipment. Okay?
Yeah.
That 15% is only $120 for big businesses, mind you, right? Big businesses, okay? $120. What is the federal minimum wage in the United States of America?
$11.50 or something like that. Quite a bit more.
You think that the federal minimum wage is $11?
It's really low. It should be higher. I agree.
It's $7.25. It has not changed since 2009.
It's too low. Yeah. Where I live,
Okay.
it's quite a bit higher, but
So now imagine you're in rural Oklahoma where a plant is being built and they only have to pay the bare minimum of $7.25 an hour. That is still more for them to pay somebody, right? So like if we do $7.25 times
can I
40, that's
real quickly just I wanna make sure
$290
this is
a week, right? For something that they only pay like the bare $2.13 for, which is still cheaper. Overall, it is still cheaper to have that manufactured in China, pay that $2.13 wage than to bring it in for $290 to pay a United States citizen. There is no incentive when they already historically have lower wages in other countries, specifically China, since
we're
everybody
getting a little
loves to do that. No, I'm just telling you, like
getting a little off track from, like,
it's
the
not
point I
off
was
track. We're
trying to
still
make.
talking about. We are still
Well,
talking
everything
about
you say, I
tariffs.
agree with.
Okay,
Everything you're
and
saying, I agree
except
with.
for the fact that this doesn't prove, like even your claim that it incentivizes them to bring back. No, an actual incentive would be subsidizing the industries in order to promote them bringing in like manufacturing back into the United States. Things like NAFTA and the USMCA.
Okay. So, yes, right now you're describing globalization and comparative advantage. China does have a very strong comparative advantage and cheap human capital. But my point was with AI is that labor will start getting replaced by AI. And when that happens, the U.S. suddenly has an
Increased
opportunity
unemployment
to
rate.
compete with China in making widgets.
Cool.
Which
Increased unemployment rate. I'm glad that that's your offset.
Yeah, it does. That's a very big problem we're going to have to deal with. But it is important that the U.S. starts building back these supply chains so when AI starts replacing human capital, the U.S. doesn't get completely destroyed by China.
tariffs.
That's what I'm most worried about.
Okay. Well, I mean, we were talking about tariffs. We moved away from AI because I don't.
Everything you're saying about tariffs, I agree with.
Okay.
If
Well,
not
so then
for
you would
AI,
also
I
have
think
to agree that it's not incentivizing companies to come back to the United States for manufacturing because again, we can't source everything.
I don't think that's true.
I know that's what you think. But we have historical data that shows based off of Trump's first term that plants do not come back to the United States of America, right? After that we've had these tariffs in place previously. Okay. Donald Trump's
But tariffs do
ties,
take a
his
while to
industries are still primarily made outside of the United States of America. Almost everything that it has Trump's name on it, and I am talking about his family business, is still made and manufactured outside of the United States while being subject to tariffs because it was still cheaper for them to keep it outside. Like Donald Trump is like, I use him as the example, right? Because he is the perfect example of why businesses will not come back to the United States. He said it in 2015, and all of y'all seem to miss that interview.
Yeah, but focusing on one tie and one widget does not encapsulate the entire
Do you
theory
think
behind
that
how
Trump
tariffs
only
work.
makes ties? Like, Donald Trump's family has their hands in many pockets on what they manufacture and what they sell. Like their Trump Bibles, that's made in China for $60. Sold here for $60.
I don't like Trump as a person. I'm just saying the reason I support
I'm not
him
talking
is
about him as a person.
specifically.
I am
Well,
explaining
you're
that
talking about his
Donald
family
Trump's
and his
industry.
corrupt morals.
No, I'm not talking about his corrupt morals. What? How is me
You're
talking
talking.
about the Donald Trump industry, right? Like that has his name on it, where they're okay paying tariffs and never moving their manufacturing back into the United States. How is this talking about his morals as a person? It is a
I thought the
direct
point you were trying.
counterpoint to you saying that it brings back manufacturing as to the United States.
Okay, I thought we were talking about him being a hypocrite for still manufacturing all of his like widgets overseas in China. And I did also say that I don't think that as a specific example is relevant to the entire
I get
idea
it.
of
You're
tariffs.
sorry.
Those are the
I'm
2
not
points I
sure that
disagree.
we're even on the same conversation anymore. So I hope you have a great day though.
You too, but
Sorry, he wasn't tracking the conversation at all. Like, yes, I use him as a point. I use the industry that Donald Trump's family is in as a point to show that tariffs do not incentivize businesses to come back to the United States. Because it hasn't happened in the last 10 years. Okay. Thank you again for all the jewels. And then we have Phantom saying he's a lizard, not a person, Ari. That's funny. You're a lizard, Harry. Okay. Well, I am going to go ahead and end. I'm a little bit past my time. I appreciate everybody for being here. If you haven't hit that follow button or you haven't hit that subscribe button, be sure to hit that now. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. Do things that I wouldn't do because I wouldn't do them. So we'll do that. Bye, guys. Have a good one. See you guys back tomorrow. Normal time, 7 p.m. Eastern. Bye, everybody. Thanks for being here.